your lives, whether it's in sports or whatever you choose to do, a lot of y'all gonna make a lot of money and do some great things. And so I wanna, at this early age, bring in somebody who knows a lot about financial planning and money and things like that, just to get you thinking about, okay, if I make this much, how can I turn it into this much and not wind up with this much? Does everybody understand that? And so you've all heard the different stories and things like that between athletes or whatever that has happened to. So I'm introducing you to our financial coach, Coach Charles, who's also Sean's dad. There's Sean right there. And take over.
Hey everybody, my name is Charles Becco. I'm also known as Sean's dad. They call me Mr. Becco or Coach Becco or Sean's dad. Anything is good. I, like you, was once an athlete. You know, I played for Darcy High School, played for Wagner College, played D1 AA ball, and I played with some players in the NFL, some big guys, some small guys, and everybody in between. Today I want to talk about two things, right? I want to talk about purpose, and I also want to talk about planning, right? So the question is this, right? What is your purpose? What are you guys doing here? How many people are here to have fun? Okay? How many people are here because their parents told them to be here? Okay? How many people want to be ball players in the NBA? Okay, so we got kind of a mixed crowd here, right? And so some of you, you know what your purpose is, right? Because some of you said, hey, I want to play in the NBA, and that's great, right? Some of you, or that's right, there you go, Coach. NBA and WNBA, respectively, right? And so that's great, that's a purpose. Now, once you have a purpose, right, you could formulate a plan, right, that helps you attack that purpose. What can be part of that plan? We're doing part of the plan right now. You're at the gym, right? This is like the holidays. A lot of kids right now, they're playing Call of Duty. They're out there on chat, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And you ladies and gentlemen are here busting your butts trying to get better, right? To achieve your purpose, right? Which may be to be in the NBA one day or the WNBA one day, respectively. Now, some of you here, you know, for, again, various other reasons, you may not have a purpose yet, and that's just fine, right? Because there's lots of different things to do in life. When I was your age, I wanted to be an archaeologist. I wanted to go into the desert in Egypt and dig up a bunch of rocks and look at it and try to figure out what it was about. My life took a different direction, and so now I have a new purpose. Right now, I'm a businessman and I'm an entrepreneur. I've helped build 2 multi-million-dollar businesses, and right now I'm representing a business right now called Brooklyn Traders, where we trade the stock market. Now, what's really important about your purpose, then that will kind of move towards your plan, right? Is once you got your purpose and your plan together, then what you'll do in life will help you make money, right? You guys know what money is. How many people want some money? Everybody. Even the cameraman wants, everybody wants some money. See, I don't know about money. Y'all maybe not too sure with the plan, maybe not too sure with the purpose, but y'all all want money, right? Now, okay, it's interesting, right? So when we're talking about basketball, we know ball players make a whole lot of money, right? And, you know, we have some ball players that make, you know, this amount of money, and we got ball players that make that amount of money, right? So let's talk about the ball players that, you know, make a decent amount of money, right? Like, let's say $100 million. That's a good amount, right? 100. What could you buy with $100 million?
A mansion.
A mansion. What could you buy with $100 million?
Supercars.
Supercars. What could you buy, young man?
Like a car, but that other foot you can keep going.
A car that goes fast and you can keep going. Ladies, what would you buy with $100 million?
I'll start my own business.
She gonna start. Ooh! I like that. That's the best. That's the best answer today. Start your business. And I can't not call my son. Sean, what would you buy with $100 million?
A big house.
A big house. Okay, good. Okay, so y'all know all about my coach. They got this. They not all about money. When I started mentioning money, they perked up. All right, so I'm gonna get to it, right? Okay, so basically, right? Sure, when you have your plan, you have your purpose, you know what you want to do in life, right? Whether you're a ball player, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, whatever you are, you're gonna be bringing some money in. But let's talk about the ball players, some big ball players that made like 100 million. You know that there's a lot of ball players out there that they made the 100 million and then they lost it, and they lost it for different reasons. You know, I don't need to get into all those reasons just now, but I want to talk to you guys about the stock market, right? The stock market is an institution where you can buy a part of a business, right? You can buy a part or a portion of a business, and you could be the owner of that business. You don't ever have to run it, you don't ever have to manage it, but you could buy a share in the business and potentially get back some money as being an owner in the business. Now, with the ball players and all they did with the 100 million, okay? A lot of ball players that made a lot of this big money and lost it all, you know, they were around in the 90s and the early 2000s. Since then, it's been 15 to 20 years. If you took just 5%, just 5%, 5% of 100, okay, is 5% of 100 is 5, right? So if you took basically out of 100 million, and you took 5 million, and you invested into the stock market since like 15, 20 years ago, does anybody know how much money you would have today if you took 5 million and invested in the stock market 15, 20 years ago? How much money would you have?
500 million?
Close. Not quite. Not too much. That's a lot. But close. That's close. Any other guesses? If you took 5 million and invested in the stock market 20 years ago, how much would you have today?
100.
100 million? He's right. He's exactly right. 100 million. He said 100 million. No, yo, so you were close. You said 500 million. My young man here, what's your name? Sal? Sal. Congrats, man. Everybody come up to Sal. You got it exactly right. You got it exactly right. So could you imagine, right? Could you imagine that for you had your blood, you had your sweat, you had your tears, you had your injuries, right? And you worked your whole life, and you were like LeBron James, and you were Michael Jordan, and you made $100 million, right? And could you imagine that? Could you imagine, like, again, you worked so hard to make the 100 million, but if you had just a little bit amount of money and you invested in the stock market, you could have made back all that money and did nothing. Okay? So again, my name is Charles. I wanted to talk to you about plan and purpose, and I also want you to think. I want you from this time, right, to think also about investing, because if you have enough time, you can make a lot of money investing, and you can do it very safely, and you can do it very simply. All right? So that's it, y'all. All right?
Hey, thanks for watching. Please be sure to like, share,